Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing a unicorn brush tutorial because I've had a few people ask I had totally forgotten to do one, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do that. So I've got a brush that I used in the prep video. If you want, I will link it somewhere here now, and that is how to properly remove all the gum and residue from any acrylic brush. So this is the brush I used. So it is prepped, but it's not being used because I have my own brushes. So I'm taking my white sanding block and I am removing all that gloss from the handle, and I am making sure that it is done, and I'm removing all the dust from it. Now the first part of it with the gel I have left at normal speed, and then a couple of the other bits I've sped up because otherwise you guys was just going to be so freaking bored watching me. It took me, in all honesty, about 25 minutes altogether, but you did not want to sit and watch that. So what I am doing is I'm coming my Chimera gel, which is really nice consistency hard gel, and I've just tweaked my lighting so you can actually see what I'm doing. So I'm not too much on my brush at once, and I am just creating a spiral. Now this is the one that I've left at normal time, so you can see it does take me a while because I'm wanting to try and get a nice bump. It doesn't have to be massive because at the end of the day we're going to put a good couple of layers over the top of this, but you do want it raised so that each time it's bulked with the other gel or the pigment or the top gloss, it's going to bulk this part as well. So I'm just trying to create a nice even spiral going all the way down. So that's pretty much all I'm doing for this one. I am obviously not trying to touch my gel, and at the bottom, because I'm shaking, I do make a little bit of a mistake. So when I'm done making sure it's all bulky enough, I just wipe it out flat, because once it's flat, even though it looks glossy still, like there it is, I'm going to go back and I do wipe that flat, but that can't be seen later in the video. So it's all good, but I just wanted to put a little bit of bulk there. And just now when I get to the tip, I do flatten out the spiral. So as you can see there, I'm just taking it and I'm just wiping that little bit. Now even though it looks glossy, because it's flat, it don't make a difference, so don't panic about it. So I'm going to go ahead and cure that. Now I hold it in my light and I turn it as I'm curing it so that it's fully curing. So what I'm going to do now is I've sped this one up, and I'm going to go ahead and create another row. So this is quite close to the first one so that I can get another row in beyond this. So now I've got the first one, it is nice and easy to keep it even, and this is not my speed working, this has been sped up, guys. But you get the gist of what I'm doing. So I am just going in, and you see how there's a nice big gap in between them, so it's going to allow me to add another spiral into the brush. Oh, I love it when it just lays so flat. So yeah, each time I cure it between each layer purely so that if I do have to wipe it off, which I didn't, but if I did have to wipe it off, I can go ahead and wipe it and the others are still nicely done. So I have cured that for 60 seconds, turning it as it's curing and making sure it's all in my lamp. And I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to do my third and final spiral. My big fluff balls being a knobhead. So I'm just working that down nicely, and it's really hard to make it visible, but the clear gel is the best to do it with because it then doesn't change the colour of your pigment, because the one I've chosen to go for is going to shine so beautifully because the brush is already black. So even though I've added clear gel, underneath the gel is still black, so yay, it works. Right, so this is my gel that I'm coming in with. It's clear and it's sticky, it's great. So I am going to go down and I'm going to try and get in between each and every little curl. So I go up and down a lot to make sure it's as smoothed out as I can get, and I'm making sure that all that handle seal is covered. Now when I do come to top glossing, the reason I like to cover the acrylic handles, the wooden handles on the acrylic brushes, is because when you get monomer on it, it does eat it. Monomer eats brush handles like no tomorrow, but the top coat that we use is solvent resistant, which means monomer don't eat it, which means your brush is going to last you a lot longer. So no matter where you've got your brush from, if you've got a wooden handle, coat it. Well, obviously find out if your top gloss that you're using is solvent resistant, but the Incandescent Shine one is. And it's like, it makes, even if you just want to leave your brush handle, you know, the glossy wooden colour that it is, top coat it and it will last you so much longer. And it's like, I see all these beautiful glossy wood glitter handles and whatnot, but if you don't store your brushes properly, it's just going to eat it as the glitter. So this is one of our pigments, and I know it looks really flat and boring in the pot, but oh my god, how fit is that? And it's like, boom, yes please. So I am just placing it on with a little tiny glitter brush that I have. I use it for makeup and pigments. This is quite one of the fluffier ones because I'm wanting to cover quite a large area, and I'm just turning as I go, but it looks so pretty. And because I'm spilling it on my desk, I'm just dotting it up off my desk as well. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to cover all of it, and then I'm going to get the top gloss out. And the same way I applied the gel that the pigment stuck to, we're going to go around and we're going to top coat. But if you press your brush in between the spirals, it helps cover it, but also helps keep them spirals well defined. And the spirals are what makes the difference. When the light hits it, it reflects it differently and makes it look so pretty. I love a dancing unicorn horn. It looks so fit. So I am just going to go ahead and carry on top glossing that. Now when I am doing my top gloss for this, I turn it for the first 30-40 seconds or so, but because this is my last and final layer, I like to stick it in the lamp once I've done turning so that it's not going to stick to note, and I will cure it for 60 seconds, then I will turn it over and I will cure it for another 60 seconds, purely to make sure that I know that everything in there is set. And there we go. They are built exactly the same. It's just a different pigment. Drop me a comment and a like, guys. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye.